Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. Today I am doing the flip through of my finished 2022 December daily, and this is a part of the hashtag Flip Through Friday open collaboration sponsored by Kristina from Kristina Shack. I will have a link to her channel below, and in her description box from her Flip Through Friday videos, she will have a list of the other participants. And if you have something you would like to flip through and show us, we'd love to see it. So come and join us. So anyway, I had a video about making my December daily, about like making the bare bones and stuff. And it didn't have any of these gewgaws on the side here. This is all stuff I picked up over the month of December, all this ribbon and stuff. These little bells were given to me by one of the lovely ladies in my women's Bible study group. And so it's supposed to be a little ornament for the tree, but I thought I love the bells, and it's very rustic, and the theme for 2022 for my December daily is rustic. So if you haven't seen it, there is the cover right there, and I don't think anyone's seen it with the finished. I did put the 2022 up here. When I worked on the cover on my video, I did not have that cut out, so there it is right there. And of course this is this lovely little deer that is made out of the canvas craft. So you open it up here. Now, I did do all 31 days of December. That's just the way I roll. I know some people only go to Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but I do the whole month. So I just have this little snowman guy here with the Scandinavian fabric under, or not fabric, it's a paper, but it looks like the Scandinavian fabric. As a matter of fact, we have a pillow that is covered with this that we put out in our living room for Christmas. It looks just like that. All right, and so this is like really the first page here. This is a little cluster that I had made on a collaboration. I believe it was the Christmas in July with Susan Hiles and Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. This was a little cluster I had made for one of their collaborations. And then down here, I found this on a calendar. It says, "Don't try to make me grow up before my time," from Louisa May Alcott. I just thought that was appropriate for my December dailies. I don't put photographs in here. It is just pure play and very childish, and I just love it because I am a child at Christmas. So on this page here, we have this pocket here. This is, well, it's a glassine bag, and it was decorated. Again, this was from that Christmas in July collaboration that I made that. And then it has some little lists in here, like a little notebook with lists. I did not end up using these lists for this particular December daily. I might take them out and use them next year. I don't know. Right now I'm going to keep them in there. And then this here is just the front of a card. It says, "Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." This is just the front of a card, and I like to put something like this in the beginning as a reminder that Jesus is the reason, excuse me, for the season. And so I always put one something like this in the very front of my December daily. And I didn't put anything on the back. Excuse me. I'm getting over a cold. It's very embossed and bumpy, so I just decided to leave it blank. Here's a 2022 calendar. It has gifts and stuff up here, but I just marked off the days in December. Okay. And then this is just the back page here. This is a page, I didn't do anything to it. This is from the I Spy book. I'm sorry from the glare. This is a shiny book. I just love this picture with these old teddy bears and old dolls. So I just left that the way it was. And then on the other side, I have a pocket here. This is actually a smashed up piece of cup. It's a coffee cup from a coffee place. We stopped on the way to the cabin, and I got a specialty coffee, which I rarely do, and it was peppermint flavored, so I put that little peppermint right here in the cup and make it look like a peppermint coffee. And then I decorated the pocket down here with this little cabin because we were on the way to the cabin that day, and some trees. And here's the one. So all my dates are done with these little die cut trees, and then I cut the numbers from an old calendar. And then here's just this little raccoon and bear holding hands, reaching towards the tree or walking by the little cabin there. So that was day 1. So here's day 2. Again, it's another pocket. So we were up at the cabin then. I just made this tag. This was from a card right here. And so I just journaled on the back. And then this napkin here came from a little cafe we always go to when we're up in the town closest to the cabin. That little napkin came from there. Just this glittery little deer there, because we have lots of deer up there. And then on the 3rd, I did the Wintertide show up at the Highland Center, up at the cabin. And so I just, instead of, I mean, I know I did that. That's why I put this here. So I didn't actually journal on the 3rd. I just put this little snowman in. He's got this little wand here. It says the Highland Center, Wintertide, winter in the Allegheny Highlands, and it says Highland, Virginia. So that's that. And then on the 4th, I went hiking, cold weather hiking with my mountain friend who lives just up the road from us, but they're actually around the mountain. Their part of the mountain is in West Virginia. And so this is the little tag I put in there. It looks like it's 2 little boys, but it could have been her and I hiking in the snow. And then I just journaled on that page. And then I just have these little boots here. And I think I might have made a video when I did this one. Okay, and then the next page is just here. It is the 5th. See, there's a little Christmas tree with the 5. This tag I actually made either last year or a couple years ago, but I hadn't used it, and I thought he was kind of rustic, and this is kind of like coffee stain paper. So I did my journaling on that side and put that little vintage sticker of an angel there. This here with the cabin on it, this is actually one of those old vintage coasters. I peeled the top layer just like a napkin and put that down, and then I have these little deers here. And then this came out of a Santa book that I have. It's just a page. I put this one little piece here, this little candy sticker, but it's just a page from a book. But I love Rudolph. We watch it every year. And so that little thing, it was a book about different Santas. So I wanted that one right there with the 2 little misfit toys on it. And so here's the 6th. This was a Tuesday night. I had gone out with my women's Bible study group. We went to a restaurant called Aladdin for dinner. I'm so excited because we're going again tomorrow night. And I had the pine nut salad, which is what I'm going to have again tomorrow. So I just journaled about that here. And it was one of the ladies from this group who gave me the great bells that are on this book. Then on the 7th here, I've got the tree, and this is flocked paper. It's by Reminisce, and it's not going to show, but it is actually fuzzy. It's flocked paper. And so I just had this picture of this bear here. I put this little flip out here, and I just did the journaling on the back here. And then this is just a page from some book that all about pine needles and pines and stuff. So this envelope here is the 8th. And so I just did my journaling in here. Now this little piece right here of paper where I did my journaling, this came from Rhonda Coleman. She made a whole bunch of stuff for me, and a lot of it was rustic, and so I've used a lot of what she gave me in here. So this, she stitched this little washi on here and down here. So cute and perfect for this journal. So that's what's in there. And she made me this too, this little card here that says sweater weather, and she sewed on these little fabrics. Now I did put the little pine cones up here, but she made the rest of it. And then this is just a Panera. So I must have gone out with my girlfriend for breakfast. We do that every Friday. And I just put this little die cut girl in here. Well, she's not die cut. She's actually a digital printout. I printed her on cardstock and then cut her out. And then I stuck her in here. Isn't she cute? She's from Tandy Art. So I love her Sylvie's drawings and stuff. So I had purchased this digital. It had a whole bunch of cute Christmas stuff. Okay, so then here's the 9th, and this is just a scene of a little cabin in the woods. We're actually home at this time. We were not in the mountains anymore. We went to a restaurant for I worked half of the year at the antique mall. I worked half through June, and So my cousin who owns the mall invited me to the employee dinner, even though I only worked half the year. And we go to a restaurant called the Log Cabin, and oh my gosh, it is so good. It's very expensive, but oh, the food is really good. They do a good job with catering to they don't cater to vegetarians. It's a steak and seafood restaurant, but they make good vegetarian food if you request it. So my husband and I did. But so that's why I have this little here. It's about us going to the log cabin. And then this is a little flip up here, and there's a little secret message under there. Basically, my cousin gave me a bonus, half of the employee bonus, because I did work half the year. I wasn't expecting any, so that was nice. Now here's the pocket. This was made by the lovely Susan Hiles from Susan Hiles Art. This is one of her pieces of watercolor. Susan, we got to get back into that. And here's a little tag I made with just a heart cut out. And then this little snowman here, he's actually from a gift bag. And then I just did something on the back here. This was the day of the antique mall party for all the dealers. So I just did some journaling back there. And then this is just a page with some cute wrapping paper on it with this, with the snowman and Santa. So I just left that the way it was. And then here's the 11th. It's again a pocket. It says the magic of Christmas here. I just put a sticker, and then I put some stickers here, some cute little stickers and stuff. And then here is my tag with my journaling on the back. And I just have a sticker that says Merry and Bright on the back. And then I put this these balls here. They're on acetate. I know you won't be able to tell that, but this is also acetate, this little snowman here. All right, and then on the 12th, here, I had my white elephant here. This was my small group from church. We had our Christmas party here at my house, and we had the white elephant. So I only had one little stamp for an elephant. I just stamped him on white paper and put a little package sticker on his back. That's about the white elephant. And this is just the wrapper from a really beautiful fused glass straw that somebody gave me from my group. And then this is just a little thin tuck here. This is just going on about who was at the get-together and what the food was. So this is just a little addition to that, the 12th. And then on the back, the paper was these birches. So I just put these really big for those birches, male and female cardinal on the back. And then this is just a page from a children's book called The Cold Little Squirrel. Okay, so here's the 13th, and it looks like I was baking on the 13th, or I started to make my toffee. So this is what Mr. Moss Cottage won this at the dealer's party at the antique mall, won this bag of chocolates. And so we had already gotten into that, my son and I had. And I didn't know, I never knew this, and I don't know if all Ghirardelli chocolate packages have it. But on the side of this one, it had this little window, like a little open window, I guess, so you could see how much candy's left. And so I just put this little girl in there and then put a backing on her to make this cute little thing. But I didn't know that their packages had that. And then here's my toffee recipe. I cut some pictures of something that looks kind of like it from a vintage magazine. And then just talked about what I had done there. And then this is just a superfluous pocket here. It is a picture from a Stampington, one of the free papers they give in one of their magazines. And I didn't do anything on this other than put this here that says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And then on the back, I had this paper here. And then I just put this little guy on a sled, little Nomi or elf on a sled. So here's the 14th, and I love this. This is a tea tag right here. It says, "Today I have grown taller from walking with the trees," and that's by Carl Wilson Baker. This came off the chai tea that I was drinking. And so it looks like I wrapped presents on the 14th because I've got wrapping paper in here, and I'm sure I did. Here's the little tag right here. And this guy actually is from wrapping paper, this little snowman right here. And then there's my journaling on the back. And the thing is, I got for both my son and my husband, I ordered them both a 1 ounce Buffalo round pure silver. And it didn't occur to me when it came. It says that we package your shipment of precious metals to ensure maximum security and the highest level of accuracy. All shipments are prepared under video surveillance. I was like, wow, I never even thought that they would have to do that. You know, that somebody might switch something in a package and, you know, and whatever. I thought that was pretty wild. Okay, so this was a little fun page. This was one that I did for a challenge. This was a also a challenge by Susan and Sherry. And this is the bottom of the little bag, and it was about reusing. So I reused this little bag that my husband had given me, and then I made this little card here, and I journaled on the back of it. And he sits right in there like that. And then the bag folds over, and then I can just close it back up, and I'll close that in a minute. So I moved, if any of you watch that video, I moved this cluster from over here to over here. I didn't like it over there where I had put it originally. So here's Friday the 16th, and this is just, again, what did I do? I went to the auction. Whoops, I went to the auction because here's some auction stickers right here. But check this out. I also went, there was a business has a yard sale every once in a while outside to sell baked goods and candies and stuff to raise money for a girl's cancer, to pay for her cancer treatments. And they had these napkins. Is that a donkey? It looks like a donkey to me. Is that not cute? Oh my gosh. And I got a whole bunch of goodies. I got some delicious bagels and some bread and stuff that we used for over Christmas. So that was really, really fun. And then here's the 17th. And this little girl and her cat are cut out. Oops, sorry. Sorry for the glare, guys. This little girl and this cat are cut out from a... what are they called? Oh, a Gooseberry Patch Christmas book. And I had it and I never really looked at it. Oh my gosh, the images are so cute in there. I'm definitely cutting more of them out. So I was making more toffee that day, and I wrote here, calories no one else sees you eat don't count. That's what I just wrote. Look at her. That looks like me. Okay, and then here is the 18th. Now this little clip, this is a paper clip that comes over here, and it's got this little fold out, and this is where I did my journaling. Somebody made this for me a while ago. I had I think my 500 subscriber giveaway was over Christmas, and I asked people to make me an embellishment for my journal, and then I gave 3 gifts away for the winners, and this came from that. I'm not sure who made it though, but I love it, and it's perfect on this little page. I put this little bird here with this paper behind him, and then there's my 18, my little tree with the 18. And then here is the 19th, and this has just the back of that paper clip, and so I just did my journaling and stuff up there. Okay, and then here's the 20th. And my mom and I, every year, we go to Kenmore, which is George Washington's sister and her husband's home in Fredericksburg, Virginia. They have a dollhouse exhibition every Christmas. And so my mom and I always go. So I cut this little vintage tag to look like a little doll village. I cut this little doll from a doll book and the word doll with the 20th. And again, this is one of the flock trees that I cut from the Reminisce paper. And then I journaled about my mom and I going to the doll show. And then I had the stickers of this little girl's here and this little girl with her dolls, because I thought that really did that what justice. And then the next day I went to Belle Grove, which is a plantation on the Rappahannock River in King George County. And I went with my sister, my best friend, and her sister, and we went for high tea. And oh my gosh, we had so much fun. So this is all about our high tea here. And it was called the Dickens of a Time Tea and Tour. So we also got to tour the plantation, which was really beautiful. There's the river right there. And it was a really nice day. We had so much fun. So then this is just the 21st. This is a continuation. We went to Belle Grove on the 21st. And then this is just an extra little pocket for the 21st. This also was made by Rhonda for me. It's a little shaker. And it's got the tiniest little peppermint things. And she put little scraps of fabric in there. And then it says, "Welcome to Winter." And I told my husband I had to put it there because it was the 21st, which is the first day of winter. So then here's the 22nd, and this is just a piece of fabric that I got from Julie L., who sent me that beautiful Happy Mail. And then here's just a little circle I cut from the back of an envelope, and it's got a little birdhouse with a bird on it. And I just clipped that there. That doesn't have any journaling on it, but I think I wrapped presents, and that's why I have this looking like a present here. And then this sweet cinnamon tea is just the one of the chai teas I've been drinking lately. This cute little cat here and the fa la la I cut out of an old calendar. And then here is my tag for this day here. I put some washi tape from Simply Gilded down at the bottom. They have the most beautiful washi tapes. It's got gilding on it. But the funny thing about this is this tea that comes from this company is in like a little silky bag. Like it's loose tea in a little silky bag. It's not a paper bag. And I guess some of the tea actually gets into here because when I oh my gosh, when I pull this out and smell the tag, it smells so good. It smells just like the tea. And it's chilly. I think this is when we had the horrendous storm came through with the really freezing temperatures. And here's just a picture from a child's book here. And then this is just a vintage card here. I didn't do anything to the card. I just wanted it in here because it is kind of rusticy, a beautiful old card. But on the back side, I put this. Now, this is a little cluster I had made, and this is the 23rd, and I just did my journaling in here. And then I put this little thing, there are no calories in what you eat off other people's plate. That came from the same calendar as the Fa La La, and the same calendars that this came from. So I thought that was fun to put that on there. And then here's Christmas Eve. This card came from Rhonda again. I did put this other card from another friend on top, but I wanted to keep, see it says the 24th there. I wanted to keep it because Rhonda's lovely signatures in here. So I just journaled about what I did on Christmas Eve. And I put this little, I punched this out of an old greeting card, and it says, "Good news of great joy for everyone," from Luke 2:10. Of course, it's about the nativity. And then I put here that I made up Adam's bed so he could spend Christmas Eve with us. So I used some fabric. This back fabric is from Julie L. And then these two came from my stash. And it looks like a little bed that I made up for my son. And then that's supposed to be my son. He's 25. He doesn't look like that. And he's got a beard and a mustache. He's got facial hair. But in my mind, he's always a little boy. And then I don't know if you'll see it. This is from a Christmas card. It's it's just like a tree, and there's two owls hugging each other, sleeping over a little birdhouse with a heart on it. And then there's this vintage Santa that I cut from some wrapping paper and 2 Christmas stamps here. And then this is Christmas Day here, the 25th. I love this little Santa hanging down. I cut him from a greeting card. There were like 20 Santas like this in different positions, and I fussy cut them all out, and I've been using them for years, but I love him. He adds so much. So here's all about my Christmas Day. I put this little sticker. I don't know if you can see. It's a little 3-dimensional sticker of a candle, because there is some candles here on the front of this old card. This deer, and then I put here. Now this envelope here, I did make also in the open collaboration. And so here's the tag. I made it from an old postcard, a vintagey postcard. And then I put on the back of this card what I got from Christmas for Christmas and who gave it to me. So everything I got from Christmas was written. I keep that every year, or I write that down every year. And then this is the back of this envelope, and the only thing I added was this little tag here. Isn't that adorable? It's a little owl in a teacup. That is so cute. That came off of woolly, it looks like a sheep. It's a tea cozy my husband got off Etsy from someone in Ireland, and this was attached to it. So here's just a little piece of Christmas paper. Again, he came from Christmas wrapping, and I just put some red around the back so that you could see him, so he'd stand off. And then this is on the 26th. This is Boxing Day. This is when my whole family gets together. We do the Christmas crackers, the ones that you pull. It looks like a giant piece of candy, and two people pull them, and then you get a gift and stuff. Here's like my joke, and it says, "What do frogs wear on their feet? Open-toed sandals." T-O-A-D. Yeah, And we get paper hats. I didn't save my paper hat. I put mine in from last year's, but I forgot to save mine from this year. But these were the gifts that were in the crackers, and I got the dice. That was what I got in my cracker. And then this is just a little recipe from that same calendar, Cocoa for Two. And then here's the 27th, just what I did. Another little Santa. This Santa is the same Santa that came off my wrapping paper, that bigger wrapping paper. Where did he go? Here, this little guy. It's the same Santa, but this guy was on a bag that one of my girlfriends at church gave me for Christmas, tiny little ones. So I thought that was cute. I put him down there. Just Wonderland. This cute little vintage deer here. And then this is just some cute rusticy wrapping paper with snowmen. And then this was the 28th here. It was chilly. I had to go to the post office to mail something for Etsy. And I took a chilly walk, so that's why that picture's there. And then here's the 29th. And I'm not sure what I did, but all my journaling is right here. This is another cluster I had made on that collaboration. And this Santa here is a simple story Santa. I will do a show and tell on these die cuts. I got him for Christmas. It's something I bought myself at the Crop for the Cure in August and gave to my husband to give to me as a stocking stuffer. And I'll talk about that in my next video. And here's just a cute little vintage card of this mouse picking a berry. And so on the back I did the 30th. And here's my tag for the 30th. Did my journaling on that side. And this was a very, very sad day. See his face. My mountain neighbors, the one who goes hiking with me that I had that I saw on the 4th, her husband was killed tragically on the 30th. And we found out, and I haven't been able to go up and see her. I have communicated with her, and Mr. Moss Cottage had to go up to the cabin today to take some stuff up there and put a camera on the driveway, and I bought a bunch of groceries, some groceries that she might need, because I haven't been able to see her. I will go in like 2 weeks. She has a lot of people with her right now, so myself and some of our other neighbors thought it might be best if I wait like 2 weeks to go when everyone's left and she's alone, that she might need somebody. But I'm very sad. But that is it was a very emotional day, because the morning I spent with my best friend and her sister. We were at Panera. We got there at 8:30. We stayed just talking and drinking coffee till 12:30. And so that was such a good start to the day. And then in the afternoon, I found out that my neighbor had passed away, which was extremely sad. So then this is the 31st here. And I had the word simplify up here, but if you saw my video about my goals, you know that that is actually changed to intentionality. So this is just about the 31st, what I did on New Year's Eve. And then this is just a box, the side of a box from some baklava that I had got at Costco that we are still working on, but it shows you the little baklava and what is in them all. And then that's the last page. Happy New Year. And I just got this gift. This was one of the dealers had left that for me at the antique mall. And I only got it yesterday, so it had to go on this last page because there wasn't room for it somewhere else. It was the little gift tag that came with it. So guys, that is it. My 2022 December daily. Look how chunky this thing is. Now, I do have to tell you, I started out with 1.5-inch rings and had to upgrade to 2-inch rings because it wouldn't even move. It was getting too fat. So this is one of my chubbier ones, that's for sure, but I had fun doing it. And my next video, I will be organizing the papers for that I used for this, how I put that stuff all back into my stash, and I will already be pulling papers for next year's because I've already picked my next year's theme as well. So I'll be talking about that too in the next video. So I hope you liked this video. I hope that you had fun with your December dailies too. And please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. We're going to have so much fun in 2023. I've got lots of stuff up my sleeves. And until the next video, guys, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.